Greetings everyone, my name is FlareBlitzed here and welcome to a demo of Pumpkin Noir, Stop Drop Noir, perched on the precipice of endless void, a single seedy city, detectives smoke and fire, Rem and Wednesdays face a puzzling situation as the curtain lifts on Halloween night. Go break or investigate a rollickingly risky mafia mystery. The answer is clear. Search for the void's greatest criminal minds. Uncover the shocking secrets of the underworld. Or the underworld, one may say, but we're going to see if this half an hour to hour demo is what it's worth. Let's go forth. So this has got some dark themes, I've heard. The city of Enderplos. Evening. Not that you can tell by looking, since the sky always looks the same. What's the weather like, Phil? Space weather, dear. Halloween. Although that doesn't look too different from any other day here either. Maybe we replaced trick-or-treaters with panhandlers. It's hard to believe it's been exactly 1 year since Wednesday and I got stuck on this criminal-infested rock. Believe me, I tried to figure out how to go back, no dice. But now we're just a couple more freaks trying to make sense of this place. But forget it. If we don't get rent in this month, we'll be out on the street. Luckily, holidays whip up trouble like nothing else in this business. They stir the pot, wrench up old feuds, ignite new ones. People get in over their heads. That's where smoke and fire investigations come in, for a modest fee of course. If we're lucky, maybe we'll be able to afford to keep the lights on around here. If not, well, speaking of the devil. Hello, you've reached Smoke and Fire Private Investigations. Mrs. Rem, how can I... Relax, it's just me. Wednesday? This had better be important. You were the one who left me here to answer phones while you went to meet with this client. What? Did I interrupt your monologue? Sorry, buddy, but hey, it's business time. Did she actually decide to hire us? Well, yes, but there's a bit of a logistical issue here. Please don't say it's for payment. Thankfully, that's not it. Then what's the problem? It's the client. She's, well, I don't know for sure, but she looks to be from a cabaret on behalf of her boss. And I think she just might... 3 eyes? Is that intentional? Be an employee of one of the city's major crime organizations, considering they practically own the vice business of this city. Okay. Oh no. We are not getting involved with the mafia. I'm too young to get chuckled over city limits. We don't have much room to be choosy here. Listen, if it makes you feel better, do some recon. You have some time before we get there. Maybe she's not from one of those nasty ones. How am I supposed to figure that out? Well, the mafia around here try to keep off of each other's toes in this city, so I'm willing to bet only one specializes in cabarets. The secretary's got a computer, right? Try asking her. The info should be in at least one of the databases, maybe. Easier said than done. Great, I gotta go. Sorry, but if she pushes me for a straight answer, I'm taking the case. Okay, but... Great. Good for us. So we are Rem the Pumpkin Man. Case files intermingled with old information documents about the city. You bought them when you still thought there might be a way home. You'll toss them Sunday. Not today though. You got these cheap in bulk. They're supposedly to be from case files, but they're mostly empty. At the bottom of the drawer there's a small lighter. I shall most certainly take the lighter. You could technically light things yourself, but that's kind of embarrassing. Yeah, because we're a pumpkin that's a light. You got these cheap in bulk. They're supposed to be for case files, but they're mostly empty. You found an informational document. Press escape to open the menu. To run, hold shift. You can save the game at any time from the main menu. A decanter of alcohol is the only thing you can drink comfortably in your current form. Fire doesn't agree with much else. Nah, because alcohol is the only thing that makes the fire stronger. A stack of bills, all unpaid. Wednesday must have been looking them over before she left. You put them away, but you don't really want to touch them, or look at them, or think about them, or know that they actually exist. The couch has seen better days, the sky never changes, so the city doesn't have a set day or night. You and Wednesday take turns sleeping in the office in case someone calls. Yes, it's a nice night out. The stars are glowing gently on I don't know how to pronounce that word. Already beginning their night of... Okay. On nights like this, you... Wait a second. There's no time to stand here monologuing. We have work to do. We do have work to do, indeed. The ashtray. You can't smoke and Wednesday prefers not to, but it's here for the benefit of the clients. It still smells faintly of methanol. Does the phone actually do anything? This phone, you should buy a computer, but for now this is all you can afford. Yes. I should probably get my things before I go. Hey, I've got my things. Okay, you took the switchblade. So I did need to investigate that ashtray a bit more. Fake flowers and an ashtray full of cigarette butts. Shall I butt in? Locked. 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 This building is so cheaply made, the vent connects to Bernard's office downstairs and noise always echoes up and out of the hallway. Right now you can make out an angry one-sided phone conversation. Yes. You can't really make it out, but he seems to be arguing with someone about rent cost. It's hard to feel sorry for a guy who actively tries to sweep away your clients though. Yes. Looks like some lazy smoker couldn't walk 5 steps to an ashtray. Cigarette butts are scattered near a box of business cards. Yeeks. Fake flowers, an ashtray. I didn't even read that. Oh, come on. Let me get an option. Oh yeah. Lobby. Let's go to the lobby first before floor 10. You can't hear Barnard's chatter from here. Even he can't be that loud. Okie dokie. The elevator leads to the East Weden offices. You don't need to use it. But what if I do? What if I do need to use it? A coffee table, book, and some assorted papers. 1001 ways to make it into Enterprise. Neon Society now hiring security guards. Lost pet looks kind of like a cat, but also has teeth with a face and gills. Nothing that concerns you. Okay, yep, they're both the same thing, good. It's open. Looks like someone rummaged through it. Looks like this fell out of a cabinet. Upon close examination, looks like some sort of guide to computer games. Just pretend you didn't see that. Well, never mind. I don't think anybody ever mistook me for a particularly industrious worker anyways. Okay. Who are you to say, ma'am? I'm not here to judge. A pile of discarded documents were just here for decoration. Decoration is key. The wastebasket is filled with paper and food wrappers. On top, there's a crumpled up packet of cigarettes. It looks like one of them is still kind of intact. You don't really want to rifle through the trash, but... Take it, you got the cigarette. Yes, with this my fire shall be evermore better lit. You shouldn't leave until you meet up with Wednesday. Hey Rem, what is it? I'm a bit busy, but rent payment, maybe? Well, that may be a bit late this month. Did you say about last month? Please don't evict us. Well, that's not for me to decide. I'm sure you do figure out. So, if that's not it, what? I need to look through the databases. It won't take long, so could I use your computer? Sorry, working on official secretary business. Tell you what, if you can help me out, I may just forget to log off while I take my 15-minute break. Come on, Margaret, please. The sooner I get this done, the sooner I can get that rent payment in. Listen, I don't even want to be here right now. Because someone broke into my filing cabinets and fetched some documents. I'm stuck here until I can finish up the replacements. I'm sure it was Bernard over on floor 9 west side. He was just complaining the other day about how his neighbour has a lower rate. Not to mention the clean lady said she saw them lying on the floor of his office. He didn't even try to hide it. Then why didn't the clean lady take them? The 5 of us slipped her wasn't enough, it seems. Listen, all you've got to do is slip into his office while he isn't there. I wouldn't have guessed. You just don't want to deal with Bernard. Yeah, I don't. He's a huge pain. Here's the keys to his office. 9th floor, west side. End of the hall. You better not take anything else while you're there. You got the office key. Thank you. You turn the key. And now we're here. Let me put you on hold for a second. What is it, Rem? How did you even get in here? You probably won't just ask directly. Margaret told me you might have something of hers. I'm here to pick it up. Don't be ridiculous. You can't just come into my office and start taking things. I don't have time for this. In case you didn't notice, I'm on an important phone call. I think the whole building's noticed. You realise the events echo, right? Well, at least I can actually afford an office with proper ventilation. If that was all, please leave. You reek of smoke. It's driving me insane. Yes, you tend to smell like smoke when you are particularly made of fire. Not just smoke, wise guy. Nicotine. It must be on your clothes or something. I'm trying to quit. I'm sorry, but I was certain that your patience for disturbing other tenants here was only exceeded by your devotion to huffing down a pack a day. Am I wrong? You aren't, but a certain lady friend of mine feels differently. Feels like a pair of silky stockings to a vagrant who... Okay. The point is, she's great, so I'm going cold turkey. Just throw out my last packet this morning. Now get out of my office. You've such a way with words, Bernard. I'll let you know if I see any fishnets around here. Oh, not again. Just a moment, please. Take a walk, Rem. I don't have time to pursue meaningless lines of questioning. And for the love of God, wasn't that creepy suit? What's that creepy suit? If I catch another whiff of methanol, I might have to dig through the trash to fish out the pack I tossed. Oh, not again. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Yeah, let's talk to our lady friend again downstairs. Sounds like Bernard is still on the phone. This gives me an idea. You light the cigarette and waft the smoke through the vent. It takes a moment, but you hear Bernard hang up the phone. He says something that sounds like, "I can't take this anymore." The door slammed. Sounds like he left. So much for quitting smoking. Now he's not here anymore. Excellent. Posh and cushy. Fancy paperweights. You're certain that Bernard just put the books here for show? Yeah, it might be the case. Yeah, here's a vent. Looks like you found a source of the noise pollution. It is fake. Just like his dreams. It's a better brand than yours. Take a taste. You catch an echo of the flavour as the alcohol dissolves in the heat. Tastes almost like the stuff from before. Almost. Not entirely. These must be the documents Margaret asked for. You got the documents. Excellent. Can I destroy his computer? The computer is locked. Are you sure the computer is locked? Can we do something with it? Are you sure? Well, not really any dark themes so far. Here you go, miss. Hey, Bernard just stormed out the door. He looks pretty mad. I assume you had something to do with that? I'm pretty sure angry is his default mood. Anyway, he's got the documents here. You place the documents on the counter. It wasn't easy. If this building had a fire code, I would have broken it, I think. Yes, everything seems to be here. Thanks, you just saved me a whole lot of trouble. Now I might actually be able to get into a decent Halloween party. I hear that Neon Society has a nice venue this year. I'd say I envy you, but I couldn't stomach hours of dancing to Taster's music with mafia goons. If you're going there, be careful. Again with the mafia thing, you know. I bet if you two would get over that already, you might actually make a decent living. Bernard doesn't have any trouble getting his rent in monthly. Yeah. Well, just watch to see who lives longer. Anyways, a deal is a deal, I guess. Here's the machine, just try not to make your snooping too obvious. Thanks. Happy Halloween. You too. Good luck on the case. I'll try my best. Alright, let's see. You aren't the best with computers, but the info you're looking for shouldn't be too difficult to find, right? The interface isn't all that clear. Luckily, Marguerite's desk is littered with sticky notes listing possible commands and functions. You can enter a public information database, a glorified encyclopedia, and quite a few years out of date, but it will have to do. Endoplast information, significant figures, infrastructure, history. Here it is. You click the folder containing info on crime entitles. Crime entitles. Entities. Endoplast lacks a central government to form laws, meaning the term criminal entity is something of a misnomer. However, it still houses many questionable moral business entitles that operate both inside and outside the city to gain profit through means not entirely accepted by civilized society. Due to Endoplast's unique limitations on mobility, i.e. the single access point principle, these businesses have, over time, come to specialize in specific areas within the city rather than dabbling in multiple venues of profiteering. This is to avoid widespread conflict over a limited consumer pool, ensuring a semi-stable landscape within the city at all times. You scroll to the index for major crime businesses. One of these guys is probably the employer of your client. Each line contains a link to another article. Good start from top to bottom. Lowe's & Co. While technically the youngest of the three major crime entities within Endoplast, Omazam Loans & Co. exists as a result of a merger between two previous top-level companies, EVA and the Azama Group. These businesses existed separately, controlling the city's gambling venues and banking, respectively, before being merged through the marriage of the 8th generation heirs. The group is now jointly controlled by their twin sons, presiding over both areas of business, with a sphere of influence that extends around the city's southern half. Nothing about brothels here. You scroll to the index of major... Beretta family. Beretta family has existed since the conception of Endoplast, and exerts a sphere of influence covering the city's east side. The Berettas are known for their strong sense of familial obligation, with new members being forced to go through extensive tests to prove their loyalty. Up until recently, the current generation heir, the family's members, had a reputation for causing undue trouble to the general populace with chains of extortion, robbery, and scamming. The family presides over a large number of speakeasies and brothels. Speakeasies is a terminology for pubs and shops behind other shops. So it's like when inspectors come in, they only see the first shop when they enter the door, but behind other doors, let's say storage room doors for example, there exists a speakeasy. Just Google a speakeasy. S-P-E-A-K-E-A-S-Y. E-A-K-E-S. Sorry. S-P-E-A-K-E-A-S-Y. However, in contrast to their street reputation, the venues are generally considered clean, safe, and conscientious. What the heck? Looks like this is them. It makes you feel sick that you're even considering rubbing shoulders with these guys, but you don't see anything bad enough to convince Wednesday that it's not worth it. Look, come on, computer, stop exiting out of the game. You type in a query asking about leaving the city. It can't hurt, right? And nothing you didn't know already. Rem, great, you're already here. You're back. Did the meeting go well? As well as could expect it. The client's waiting outside. Come on, let's go. The Pumpkin and the Ghost. 2 detectives on the scene. So you're the client. Greetings. Here he is, the titular Fire of Smoke and Fire Private Investigations. Rem, this is Vivian. She's contacting us on behalf of the client. Charmed. Likewise, Miss Vivian. If you don't mind me asking, the client works in the Beretta business, correct? Right to the point, I see. Yes, that's right. He couldn't come meet you in person, with what Halloween being such a busy night and all. But he did mention that you two had worked on a case for him before. I'll probably be able to recall if you tell us who exactly we're dealing with here. You'll meet him soon, don't worry. That is, if you decided to take the case. Nice to see my partner wait on answering that, well... Yes, okay, we'll take your case. Fantastic, come on, hop in a taxi, let's get this done. Really? Are we to trust this individual? Chapter 1. Brother, can you spare a dime? I thought this was the demo. Maybe the demo has the prologue and chapter 1. Just give me one moment to clear you guys with the bouncers. They're the type to pummel first and ask questions later, so wait out here. Diamond in the rough. Are you still worried? Yes, our track record with these type of goons isn't exactly stellar. Come on, Rem, aren't you supposed to be hard-boiled and fearless? Then again, I guess boiling a pumpkin would just make it mushy. Well, maybe we'll know for sure if this venture goes poorly. Nah, it'd be too expensive to boil us. I'd go with a precipitous drop into the abyss. You know, gallows humour isn't very encouraging when we're about to stroll into a pit of executioners. Come on, look at the sign. Doesn't it just scream opportunity? I just wish we didn't have to stoop to eat crumbs off the mafia's table. I don't necessarily like it either, you know. But fortune favours the bold, right? Just go in there and handle the questioning. If anybody tries to give you a hard time, I'll give them a taste of hot lead. Wednesday pulls a revolver out of her hat and brandishes it with confident bravado. Well, hopefully it won't come to that. Okay, you guys can come in now. Let's give him hell, right? With pleasure. Manager Bureau, the PIs are here. Do you want me to tell them or... No. Just go get ready for the show. Keep an eye on the IRENE too. You got it. Good luck, you two. Thanks. We'll do our best. Rem and Wednesday. I can't say I'm glad I have to ask for your help again. Welcome to the Diamond in the Rough Cabaret Club. So you're the one who hired us? I'm surprised, honestly. No more grocery store yet. No. It just wasn't putting food on the dinner table anymore. I don't regret it much. You remember this guy? He hired you to tail his wife a few months back. Turns out she had to pick up a second job to cover his gambling habit. Can't say you're too fond of him. Bluntly cut to the chase. Okay. More like not putting chips on the poker table anymore, right? Let's just cut up a chase, Bureau. I don't want to hang around in this cheap mafia hoot house longer than I have to, and I'm sure you don't want PIs poking around here enough to disturb your delicate clientele. Not much for the peasantries as usual. Well, hey, not everyone can have a silver tongue. Anyways, Here's the gist of it. One of my best performers had her dressing room broken into yesterday during the last night of the show. Jewelry gone. Nothing else though. I want you two to figure out who did it and scare them into the sense not to do it again. That's not all though. Honestly, I wouldn't be having such a headache over this if it wasn't Halloween. I need this taken care of quickly, and I need to make sure that it doesn't get in the way of me making a mint. You may think this place is just some dirty dinner-in show, but honestly, it's a classy joint. You gotta have connections to get in here, and the girls don't fool around like you're thinking. Not on company time anyway. Our Patreons are about as affluent as they are aesthetic. Also, they don't like being looked at too closely. They know all the best PIs as well as most of the decent ones. That's why I pitched you two. Nobody worth something in Ediplus knows who you are, so keep it that way. There's not a lot of people here this early in the night, but word will get around fast if any of them catch wind of an investigation. That makes them uneasy. And when they're uneasy, they're more liable to keep a tight grip on their pocketbooks, if they even bother to stick around. Overall, it's pretty cut and dry. Lay low, figure out who flitched Irene's stuff, and we can put this to rest nice and easy. No need for my boss to know. Hold it, you're hiding this from your boss? The mob boss? The mob boss of the Beretta family? That mob boss? You're skipping a few links up a chain here, girlie. Relax, most of the time he doesn't want to know what goes on here anyways. Long as I turn a profit and keep the girls happy, he lets me run as I please. Good numbers and goodwill might as well be synonyms in the Beretta family. So any ideas or leads you'd like us to look into first? Honestly, I already have my suspicions of who it was, the kind of person it is. Irene's a popular girl, some fans idolize her. A lonely old mobster with too much cash and too few scrapples maybe. Okay, noted. In that case, I'll look into regular Spurs. So, let's just be clear. You want us to find the guy who did it and some friendly convincing for you. Honestly, as long as I can be guaranteed it won't happen again, I don't care what you do to it. If you can prove it was just a one-off, then you're free to go. I want this taken care of quickly, one way or another. I'll get right on it. That's the spirit. I've already let the girls know you're coming, so try not to be too obvious around our big spenders. I wish I could stick around, but I've got some business to attend to before the holiday rushes show up. I'll be back after the first performance, so hopefully you'll have something for me by then. Bloody heck. Huh? Wouldn't have thought we'd see Bureau again. He's a bit lacking in the moral fibre department, but beggars can't be choosers. Come on, let's start by asking around for info on the incident. Quite. Let's ask absolutely everyone. Excuse me. Were you working here yesterday? I may have been. Paycheck, yeah. Yes. Answers. I'm not going to read everything, by the way. They were drugged. They were drugged by a drink. Okay. It's too much dialogue. I'm going to say that right now. Can I ask for a source? What about you? Oh my gosh. What a squid. Well, it looks like Jason from Friday the 13th. Hey, lady and gent, here to solve our little capper, I am assumed? Something like that. About yesterday. Anita and Ray. What are the other two options? Codes check. Good to know. Only one entrance. Forgotten items. Do people often forget to pick up their things when they leave? Oh, you mean the coast? Nah, tailoring is so expensive here, you know. Alright, maybe you can. Maybe you don't. Sorry. Oh. Go grab the codes in itself. One could say this is a bit of mystery. Thank you. Switchblade. Okay, so I didn't actually get the code. Okay. Other night. I'm trying to absorb all the information and there's too much dialogue going on. Ah, they're both part of the same conversation, very nice. Let's try someone else. Ask anybody else other than the girl. Yeah, you can help us with this case. Look. So he already knew the insides of the building, otherwise how would have we known where the jewelry was so quickly? Yeah. How did they sneak in? Where is Ray? End questioning. What else can we go upon? Smoke and fire. You guys are good to go. This door leads to the dresser's room. Thanks. An abandoned shirt, dress. A long shirt or a short dress. Either way, it's all wrinkly. Abandoned skirt. Why are these all just abandoned here, though? Excuse me, are you Irene? Yes, that's me. What are you doing in the dressing room? Yes. The window's broken, but Benny doesn't want me talking to customers either. All very unnecessary. So what are you two? Who are you two? So pulls a cigarette from a packet of a table, fumbling to place it in a holder before giving up. You notice her hands are trembling. Maybe she isn't as calm as she's trying to appear. Offer her a light or proceed with questioning. Let's do that. Good. Yeah. Questioning someone when they're comfortable is better when they're shaking. Shrieking. Joy box is gone. Thief has somehow escaped through the window. Don't wear much jewellery. Earrings and necklace. Wasn't having it. We appreciate your business, and more importantly, but what my partner means to say is, don't apologise. We'll get this mess out of your hair as soon as possible. A real people person, you know. And you weren't particularly unique. Red gem cut in the shape of a heart. So a red heart. Hairpin silver. And a pendant. A real flower. Was it a blue dandelion? Poppy. Most expensive piece, of course. A low whistle. That one piece was probably worth more than the rest of the box combined. But still, I can't imagine anybody who's rich and powerful enough to be a regular of a diamond would be desperate enough to steal for cash. As Irene lifts her hand to take another drag off a cigarette, you notice a gleam of light from her finger. Didn't you just say you don't wear jewellery? What? Irene looks confused, but before you gaze down to her hand. Oh, that? Sorry. For what I kept on it, that might as well be attached. It's an old family heirloom. I guess technically this is my most valuable piece. It's pretty, but what's so special about it? Sentimental value? You could say that normally gets passed down to the sons, but my parents didn't have any. After my mother passed on, it became mine. Oh. These things seem to be getting more and more common. It gets passed down to boys, mother have it. Engagement ring, son of fiance, drudgery of men's joy. That's the only piece you ever left. Broken glass. 2 other girls, Anita and Ray. Very good cooperation. Good. Okay. Anything else that I could make use of while I'm here? What are these other rooms? Hey, anything I can help you two with? Hopefully the customers aren't giving you too much trouble. Nah, question her. Neckline. Neutral everything on stage. No. Quite. Yeah. Don't ask me how I know that. Yeah. Yeah. Can't you this place that much? Quite. Your dressing room back. Fine. I'll leave then. Okay, this was the room that was broken in. Yeah. What do you think we've been doing all this time? Looks like this is where they escaped. No shards inside. Not surprising. No way for them to get in through here. I'd say we could try and find some prints, but he might not have even had fingers. Quite. It could be like a pumpkin. Oh, what's this? Listen, the vanity counter has a square-shaped gap. Must be where the joy box was before the thief grabbed it. Nothing else is out of place at all. The guy was pretty neat and careful about it. Maybe the guy tossed some trash. No such luck. It's all just empty cosmetics. Yes. It's really impossible to tell if it was messy like this to begin with or the thief rummaged through here. Quite. Dresser. We're here to stop a thief, not take more. Yeah. Yeah, I feel your pain, dear pumpkin. When I'm rich, I'll definitely buy a vanity like this. What for? A beautiful face needs a beautiful place. If it's even a real idol. Also, I'm pretty sure I've never seen you wear makeup or anything like that. I said I'll buy it, but I thought you'd probably want to use it. Was it a backhanded compliment or just an insult? I didn't think that much about it. Well, regardless, on this vanity, there's nothing of note. Okay, so what about the window behind? Behind that? Nothing in here of note. Got a name now. Set magpie off. Do his work. Someone around here might know. It's time for a warm-up show. Ladies, gents, and others, please welcome to the lovely Lady Vivian and her backups, Lolo and Anita. We should probably hold off on disturbing the customers during the show.
Did you ever tell him how you wound up in that chair? Did you sneak in the lair while the king wasn't there? Did you make him all aware? Sometimes life isn't fair when you slaughtered the air, though he asked to be spared. Did you make him think that God had something on his mind? Did you make a design?
This will be the perfect distraction for any criminal. The show's on and everybody's paying attention to the stage. A lot of original music and sounds in this game, which is really nice. In Pumpkin Noir, which I believe in French is black. What that sounded like? Weren't the spooky sound effects supposed to start later? Yeah, sorry folks, technical difficulties. Come on, that sounds like it came from upstairs. Quite it did, so let's save and turn a blind eye to all this. In here. Okay, now this window's broken into. She's just gone. She's... They're long gone. Signs of a struggle, but this is enough blood for anyone to be seriously injured, assuming the kidnapper had a plan before he took a leap out of the window. Is there any evidence? Anything at all? Doesn't look like it, just some debris. That's impossible. All the customers were watching the show. She was the only one back here. Also, Bureau's back. He wanted to meet you two in the lobby. Are you sure we should leave the crime scene? If they're already out of the building, there's not much here that would do any good. We'll bring Bureau up to speed and to decide how to proceed. What? It's true, sir. It looks like she was taken. I can't. It's all there. Oh my god. Okay, I can fix this. There then, entertain the guests. Right away, sir. You two, come with me. Where? I'm going to explain this to my boss. He'll take care of this. What do we have to be there for? You've been gathering information all evening, right? Or have you just loafing around like a couple incompetent Okay. So what if we have? This wasn't part of a deal. Yeah, well, IRENE got hurdled off by some psychopath, wasn't part of the deal either. Listen, it'll just be quick if you two tell him the details firsthand. Just tell him what you know and I'll get you your payment, okay? The sooner we get competent, please, on this, the better. Do you really want IRENE to suffer more from your inaptitude, Monsieur Diaz? Yeah, thinly veiled insults really make me feel cooperative. What if I go and Reem stays here? No, if you go, I'm coming with you. If we're all in agreement, come on. There's a cab outside. I have a bad feeling about this. Me too. But we need to scratch. We need to scratch or we won't make our payment this month. Plus, I feel like I owe it to Irene to at least help a little. Always a sucker for a dime, and if she's a mafia goon, you're bleeding heart. Let's just go. Oh wait, while everyone's gone, let's grab that coat the front desk girl was talking about. You got me a bandit coat. Are you two coming or not? Just a second. Yep, we're coming, alright. Wow, fancy place. This is Beretta's. Yes, so don't touch anything. Come on. Not touch anything? Not even the carpet with our shoes? Whoa, he's tall. Boss. Bureau, I trust you had a good reason to drag these two buffoons in here. Oh yes, I did. It's just a few issues at the diamond, sir. If you'd let me explain, sir. Get on with it. Yes, well, you see, spit it out. You're going to give me a damn heart attack. Well, yesterday evening there was a small incident in the dressing rooms. Miss Irene, a few barbers went missing. Now, I don't want to trouble you with something so trivial. I see. So I decided to take care of things by hiring a few PIs. Police investigations. Oh, police investigators, sorry. Small fry. To make sure no customers recognize them. Anyways, I had a few preparations to attend to for Halloween and thus left them to their devices to figure out the little caper. But when I got back, well, I just couldn't believe it. With sheer incompetence. Right out from their noses, the diamond was, Irene was. Yours? She was taken away, sir. Sir, You, I trusted you with one thing. The only thing that really... But boss, please, it was all their fault, I swear. They told me they could handle this. I was a fool for trusting to... You were a fool for thinking you could talk your way out of this with some silver tongue. But please, go on about how you let my daughter get held by some lunatic. Daughter? Irene's your daughter. Yes, my daughter. Say good night, Bureau. It's the last thing you're going to enjoy here in Ediplas. And as for you two, wait a second. We have information. Just let us tell you everything. And no need. You've already proven yourselves useless. So, just wait. Hold on a second. We'll get her back. Excuse me. We've already got a lead. If you just give us one night, we have this whole thing sorted out. You'll have Irene. You'll have your daughter back. Nobody has to get hurt tonight. One night. Hire other PIs if you want. We'll get her back here first, guaranteed. No payment necessary. Fine. What the hell? I doubt you can cause any more damage than you already have. But listen here. If Irene isn't delivered here personally by morning, you two will have the whole Beretta family to contend with. You'll be taking a long walk out by city limits. If you're not too dense to catch my meaning. Now get out of my sight. I need to make some phone calls. Thanks for playing demo. You finished the Pumpkin Noir demo. What will happen next in this mysterious caper? Play the full version to find out. For updates, bonus content, developer shenanigans, check out the Pumpkin Noir Tumblr. And if you like this demo, spread the word. I think in my own little way I have spread the word of Pumpkin Noir. Oh yes, a secret track playlist. Say yeah, I think it's a pretty nice demo. A lot of context in terms of words, but yeah, quite a nice opening to a detective case. The mystery of missing IRENE. So thank you very much for watching, folks. Hopefully this has not been too text-based for you. We shall see each other on the next time. Have a good day and take care of yourselves.